All right, let's dive right in. Naming your company's new digital hub, it sounds simple, right? Just another thing to tick off the to-do list. But it's so much more than that. It's actually a quest, and a really important one that can literally make or break its success from the very first click. So, how in the world do you find that perfect name?
And this quote, well, it just frames the whole challenge perfectly, doesn't it? Like naming a baby. A name isn't just some label you slap on something, it's the very first step in giving your platform a real identity. It's what shapes whether your employees see it as a genuinely helpful tool or, just another boring corporate thing they're forced to use.
And really, this is the choice you're facing. Is your intranet going to be the predictable villain, CompanyNet? You know the type, a name that just sounds so corporate and uninspired it's instantly forgettable. Or is it going to be a hero, like The Grid? A name that actually sparks some curiosity and makes people want to check it out. That's the big challenge we're tackling today.
So, let's really unpack the power that's packed into a name, because believe me, it is so much more than just some text on a login screen.
The stakes are surprisingly high. A really poor name, it just gets lost in all the other corporate noise, and before you know it, you've got a digital ghost town on your hands. But a great name, that's a whole different story. It acts like a magnet, pulling people in, driving that adoption, and even helping to strengthen your company culture.
So what is it that elevates a name beyond just a simple label? Well, it's all about defining the actual identity, the soul, really, of your digital workplace.
A truly great name does three key things. It builds a real identity, it injects some personality, and it becomes a mirror, reflecting your company's unique culture. That's what transforms some generic piece of software into a valued destination, a place people actually want to go.
And the payoff for getting this right? It's absolutely huge. The right name doesn't just nudge people to log in. Nope, it reinforces your brand, your vision, your values every single time someone uses it. It makes the whole platform feel more human. And this is a big one. It helps it stand out from the jungle of all the other company systems your employees have to navigate every day.
Okay, so hopefully by now you're convinced. But the big question remains, where do you actually start? Don't worry, let's lay out a blueprint to help guide you on this quest.
I mean, that's the essential question, right? Staring at a blank page can be kind of terrifying. But thankfully, there's a proven strategy to get those creative juices flowing.
Here it is, your three-step blueprint. First, you've got to define your goals. What is this thing for? Is it mostly for top-down announcements, or is it a place for everyone to collaborate? Second, reflect your culture. Come on, a name that works for a stuffy law firm is not going to fly at a fun, creative ad agency, right? And third, connect it all back to your brand. It has to feel like it belongs, like it's a natural part of your company's universe.
Okay, so once you have that blueprint in hand, it's time to get creative. We're going to look at 6 different paths you can go down to find that perfect, memorable name. Think of this as your arsenal of ideas.
So, you've got a whole bunch of options here. You could go with a character, play with some industry puns, focus on your goals. There's a lot to choose from. Each one offers a totally unique way to capture your company's spirit. Let's break them down one by one.
First up, you can use a character. Basically, you create a persona for the internet. For example, a healthcare provider called theirs Flo, for Florence Nightingale. An accounting firm went with Luca, named after the father of accounting. It's such a cool approach because it makes the whole platform feel more relatable and human right away.
Next up, you can lean into industry puns. And honestly, don't underestimate the power of a good pun. A water utility company named their intranet Gurgle. Their slogan was, "Gurgle it." I mean, that's just genius. It's fun, it's super memorable, and it's perfectly on brand.
Now, if humor isn't really your thing, no problem. Path 3 is all about making a play on its purpose. You connect the name directly to its mission. Think about the BBC's intranet gateway. It's perfect, right? It's the entry point to everything. Names like Lighthouse or The Loop do the same thing. They instantly tell you this is a place for guidance and connection.
All right, for our 4th path, you can get inspired by your location. Seriously, just draw from your surroundings. A company near the water could call it Homeport, or one of my favorites, a company near a bridge called theirs Bridget. It's such a clever double meaning, suggesting both the physical bridge and connecting people.
Path 5 is all about acronyms and abbreviations. Now, these can be super effective if you want something that sounds strong and meaningful. They can sound really professional and pack a lot of meaning into a short, punchy name. Like ICE for information, communication, and engagement. It's strong, it's simple, and it spells out the whole purpose in 3 letters.
And finally, path number 6, make a play on your company name. This is maybe the most direct route you can take, and it's fantastic for reinforcing your brand.
Like Adidas has AdiWeb or Pfizer has Pfizer World. It's clean, it's professional, and there's absolutely no doubt what it's for.
Now this next part is maybe the most critical piece of advice in this entire explainer. There is a powerful, creative, amazing resource right at your fingertips that you absolutely have to use, and that's your own team.
And this quote just says it all. When you engage your staff early on, the intranet stops being this thing that's handed down from on high by management. Instead, it becomes their platform. It's a shared asset from day one, and you just can't put a price on that kind of buy-in.
And here's a super simple way to do it. First, launch a naming competition. It's a great way to generate excitement and a ton of creative ideas. Second, give them some clear guidelines, based on that blueprint we talked about, so you don't get a million silly suggestions. And third, let the employees vote on the finalists. This simple process fosters a huge sense of ownership and pretty much guarantees you'll land on a name that really resonates.
So, as we wrap things up, I want to leave you with this one question. After this whole quest is over, sure, your intranet will have a name, but will it have a personality? Because in the end, that's what makes all the difference.